If you're a computer worker, you spend maybe 8 hours plus a day working on your PC. Of course, it's gonna be much harder to lose fat. You're gonna look around you and see your friends that are also on the weight loss journey, and it's so much easier for them. Well, it's normal. I'm gonna explain to you why. I'm gonna explain to you how to fix tips in 4 steps. It's not exactly your fault. Alright, before that, I just want to say real quick. I used to play around 8 hours plus video games a day, and I looked like a fucking gremlin, like shit. Now this is me now, I look good, alright. This is one of my best clients. Her name is Valerie. She works on a business. She does influence stuff on her business, and it requires so much computer work. And she managed to lose like 23 pounds of fat in 7 months. It's pretty good at 50 years old, and for women it's much harder than men. So this is my favorite success line to share. So I know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go. Number one, the calories. For a person who works a lot behind a computer, the calories is gonna be a big issue. One, because your metabolism is gonna burn less calories. You're gonna burn less calories because you sit a lot. Sitting means moving less. Moving less means burning fewer calories. Burning fewer calories means it's gonna be way harder to be in a calorie deficit, which is what you need to lose weight, lose fat. You need to eat less calories than what you actually burn during the day. And if you work on a PC or a computer, you're gonna have trouble doing that. So you need to take that into account and actually eat less compared to a normal person. And also the foods that are available to you, needed to you by your brain. Computer work is very draining. It's very intellectual most of the times. So your brain will crave foods that are fast because you're always on the go. It's gonna crave food that are tasty. You're gonna want that dopamine because computer work might be fucking boring, and your brain wants an escape from that boredom. So it goes with food, and you're gonna need some high energy food. So you might just deviate to hyper palatable foods like fast food, chips, all this bullshit. While you can actually trick your brain to not necessarily crave this type of food. Over a long run, it does get easier. Um, for example, what I really like for myself is a good green apple, like a tasty one that fills you up. It's so fucking good. And over time, when you just do the right steps to get away from the hyper palatable foods, it does get easier. But it's momentum. You gotta pick up momentum, and it's not easy at first because there are more than just the calories thing. Second thing is the hunger. As I said, you're gonna be bored as fuck, and your brain will crave to do something nice, stimulating, and eating can be fun. It can be stimulating. I get that. Your brain needs stimulation, and you need to find a way to get it otherwise than by eating. And it's also difficult environments because maybe you're working from home and you're all alone and it's super lonely and all you have is food to comfort you, or maybe you're in a workspace, which I was, where there are two women sitting next to you and all they do is eat shit food all day, and it's really really tough to retain control of yourself when the environment of people isn't favorable to your fat loss. So this is going to be a problem too. How do you fix the hunger? The best trick is to do intermittent fasting. It seems a bit cliche, but if you manage to stall the first meal of the day, if you manage to stall it, and by the way, you're going to see productivity increase if you do that because your mind is going to be way clearer on everything. The brain fog is going to be gone if you're not digesting at the same time you're eating. So my trick personally, I delay my breakfast as much as possible when I have a huge business day and I gotta work on the computer all day. I delay it. I feel light. I feel fresh. I feel ready to fucking get it. And the first meal of the day, I'd rather get protein. So it's not super, super sugary. It's actually quite plain. What I get is just protein. And I do get some carbs, but not the high glycemic index carbs. I would say like not bread, nothing of the nature. I would get some fibers, some protein, just like I have there. Like this would be a good meal. I have some brown rice, some lentils. I add some eggs too, and keep it light in order to be able to work more. And this really helps with the hunger issue. If you manage to delay the first meal, you're gonna still eat during the day, but the first meal is the easiest one to delay. You'll notice with time. And another problem you're gonna face if you work on a computer is the pains. By the pains, I mean, we can probably see it on this little picture. My posture isn't that bad, but let's look at these guys. Like, these guys have worse posture than me. Actually, my neck was pretty fucking shit. So, let's put it like this. You're gonna have posture pains because you work a lot behind a computer. You're gonna have a long work hours pain because you're probably like, if you're on a business or something, you're gonna work crazy hours, so your body's gonna feel stiff, it's gonna feel painful, it's not gonna be fun to work out, it's not gonna be fun to move around after, you're not gonna be motivated to eat right because you're in pain, and when you're in pain, your brain needs something nice. So all these pains are extremely tough to deal with, and they're gonna make it harder to lose the fat, basically. So how can we alleviate these pains? Well, some few tips I have. In between hours, I always try to just stand up if it's possible. When I'm on a call with someone, I always try to stand up if it's possible. I'm also more energized if I actually call someone standing up. And I just try to get a few steps in. I like to hang myself on my, I mean, if you're at work, it's gonna be tough, but I still did it at work sometimes. I like to hang myself on the bar to do a dead hang and just stretch my back a little, really alleviates the lower back pain and just makes myself feel lighter, less stiff, and more ready to just get it. And it feels so much better to work when you're not in pain. Like right now, I feel a little stiff in the shoulder, a little stiff in the lower back because it's 9 p.m. and I haven't really stopped. But after that, I want to take my time, also before bed, to do a little stretch routine to alleviate the pains. And there's also the fact that you can optimize your whole work environment in order for the pains to be less and your posture to be optimized. And another thing, if you're overweight, well, there's gonna be weight pains. It can be, well, any pain that comes from being overweight. It's gonna be much harder to work with. If you're overweight, you know what I'm talking about. And lastly, the rest. The rest is another problem that you need to fix. Usually in high long hours on a computer environment, you're gonna get poor sleep because you're addicted to the computer in a way. Like it's your whole life, and I get it. When you get back, you might play video games, you might watch a show, you might do all this shit, but these are really gonna affect your sleep negatively. And by the way, your brain, if you worked all day on a computer, which is quite stimulating in a way, sometimes it's quite harder to go back to something even less stimulating, like a book. So yeah, when you see many colors and many that, and then you play your video games, and then you're trying to read a book after, it's your brain isn't gonna want to do that, of course. Also, in the culture of working behind a computer, often there are no breaks or very short breaks. At my whole job, they used to bring the food directly when they were at the same time they were working and just eat as fast as possible while they were working to do more sales. And it's really bad to do all that because you're gonna neglect your rest. And there's also a feeling of guilt that if you're not working and if you're actually resting, you're losing money in real time. But that's actually not true. It's like never taking your car to the garage. At some point, it's gonna fucking boom. So you need to rest because it's gonna have a percentage increase on your productivity that is undeniable. I personally, I can be like 30, 50 to 2 times more productive on a day, even 4 times. On a day, I actually sleep well, I'm well rested, and I'm not stiff, not in pain. But on the opposite, on days I sleep like in the past, I used to sleep 5, 6 hours quite often. I felt so shit, perpetual headache in my head, and I would just get back home and play video games, and then the cycle would continue, and my performance would just worsen at school, at video games, at everything I was doing. So poor rest not only reduces the efficiency of everything you do, but it also creates a cycle of when you have poor rest, it's gonna be tougher to get good rest in the morning after, tougher to get good rest in the morning after, because it's gonna fuck up your sleep schedule. You're gonna get addicted to video games at night or like screens and all that. Everything goes messy when you have poor rest, so you gotta fix that. And yeah, I think I told you some ways to fix it. So you just need to actually have like great great sleep hygiene. So fuck the screen before bed, all that. You probably know a bit about that. But if you don't, I can actually tell you more in my longevity school. It's a free community. What it brings you is a free protocol to fix your shit posture because you work on a computer, the perfect desk setup to not have a shit posture. Also, a fat burning protocol for people who sit a lot. The average calories you should probably consume if you are someone who sits a lot. So it's really designed for people who sit a lot behind a computer, work long hours, are quite drained. It's designed to get your energy back. It's designed to make you lose fat and build a lean muscle mass and look good. Like right now, I look kind of good, you know. I look kind of good, and I'm still sitting a lot every single day to build my business, to build my dream. So join Longevity School. Links in bio if you wanna step up your game. Links in bio. Links in the description as per usual. Have a great night. Get your fucking cell phone down at least 1 hour before bed. All right, ciao.